all about taking it a day at a time, kind of just really doing what works best for my family.
Michelle Peterson knows how to balance babies and business, literally. She holds 1-year-old Benson as she composes an article for her blog, the Mumsy blog, which currently has thousands of followers.
I think the best part about doing this and being a mom is that I get to involve my family. My family gets a lot of benefits from me being a mommy blogger. So there are a lot of times when an event comes up and I get to take my children with me, or I get products sent to me that I can give to my kids to use. And any money, my husband and I decided when I started doing this that the money I made from this website would be to give my family extra perks and benefits. So maybe an extra family vacation, or doing a fun activity, like maybe they want to do soccer or something like that, and my money would provide that opportunity for my children. Hi everyone, welcome to the Mumsy blog. I'm Michelle Peterson and I am so excited to have you guys here today. I'm talking about something really awesome.
Peterson started blogging 4 years ago as a hobby, but when the number of followers grew, so did the advertising dollars and so did her time in front of the computer screen.
I bring in money every month. It does vary because it depends on the jobs I get.
She admits it isn't easy to wear so many hats, changing diapers, dropping kids off for school, and making food for everyone.
Here, Zach. Come on.
I want Dappy Doo!
And then finding time to come up with clever content that attracts and holds the attention of other moms around the world who follow her blog.
For me, I've found what works is blogging and doing things when kids are napping or when kids go to bed at night. So I pull late hours, and that's hard because then I'm tired because I don't go to bed till late at night and then I have to get up early the next day.
Peterson is like many entrepreneurial women in Utah who run businesses while they raise children.
I want women to see themselves like as entrepreneurs.
Allison Liu holds workshops for women who want to make money and have a family. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce ranked the state of Utah as #1 in the nation for entrepreneurship, and CNBC recognized Utah as the top state for business. Utah also has the highest birth rate in the U.S., with a per capita birth rate of 16.95 live births per 100,000 people. Lots of babies plus lots of business opportunity equals lots of mompreneurs.
Okay. That's it. That's a good one.
Vanessa Quigley is the co-founder of Chatbooks, a Provo-based company that turns social media photographs into photo books for moms who don't have the time to do it themselves.
I have 3 kids and I work from home, so people always ask me how I stay so calm and organized. I'm kidding. Do you think I have time for a bath? I'm fully clothed. I fell in the tub while I was timing my son holding his breath. 26 seconds! Now go fetch Mommy's hairdryer. Motherhood goes by too fast. I haven't slept more than 4 hours in 12 years.
My diet consists of the protein bars and pita chips I inhale in the dark in my pantry.
And my children are growing like weeds, but I barely have enough time to keep them alive, let alone print pictures of them.
Because here's the problem.
What the fork? Making photo books sucks.
It sucks.
Don't say suck. They're designed for moms with lots of free time. Imaginary moms. What?
My hedgehog.
Really? Formatting them takes hours. It may push some buttons. In the end, they easily cost $50. So when Sarah does something adorable, I have to say, that's cute, but not $50 cute. But at least scrapbooking's great if you have no job or no kids, so not great. Jeffrey, put down the crossbow. I am so tired. Don't get me wrong, I love Instagram, but my kids never see our photos. They refuse to follow me. Hi, Jeffrey! You're doing great! But now there's a solution I do have time for because it takes no time. Introducing Chatbooks, the app that automatically creates quality photo books from your phone. Chatbooks is shockingly easy because you already did the work when you took the photos. Chatbooks creates and ships a photo book to you every time you add 60 photos to Instagram, Facebook, or your phone favorites.
It even includes the original dates and captions.
It's like getting a magazine subscription to your own life.
Quigley created the company from her own experience as a busy mom with 7 children.
My oldest has a big fat baby book and then scrapbooks of the first couple years of his life. And my second and my third had baby books. Scrapbooking was my creative outlet, kind of like my hobby, but also I felt like it was an important part of my job as a mom to document and record our families' lives and our stories together. But as life got busier with more and more kids, and then also digital photography really changed the way I scrapbooked. I mean, I basically quit because I wasn't even printing photos anymore. They would just stay on my computer. Anyway, years went by, and my youngest, who's now 9, he was 6 at the time, and he was in kindergarten. And I found him one night up in bed, and I could hear him crying in his room, and I rolled him over to see what was wrong, and I noticed he was clutching to his chest a little photo album that his preschool teacher had made for him. She had taken pictures throughout the year of their class activities and field trips and had printed the photos and put them in a little dollar store album and had given them to all the kids for their preschool graduation. And that is what he was clutching to his chest, and he, through his tears, he told me, "Mama, I never want to grow up."
Oh.
And it was so adorable, first of all, that a 6-year-old would be nostalgic already for his life lived. But it was also really depressing to me that all he had to show for himself were these few photos. Like, we had lived a rich, wonderful life so far. We traveled and had lived in a couple different states, and all he had to show for his life were those few photos. So I knew I needed to do something about that. And so I had this idea that I had been using Instagram to document our family's lives, primarily to share with friends and family because we've moved a lot. And so through Instagram, I would post just kind of the highlights. If I could just have those off of my phone and into a book that he could hold on to, that would be a more full representation of his life, and done would be better than perfect. So that was my idea. And my husband, who had been working on another project, he already had a little dev team in place. I told him what my idea was, and he directed his team to build a prototype, and the rest is history.
That history now includes her supervising over 100 employees and tripling the company's revenue in the last year. Vanessa says she spends about 20 hours a week managing chapbooks and spends the rest of her time managing Quigley Incorporated.
Good eye. The hardest part about being a mom and entrepreneur is just time. There's not enough hours in the day, first of all, to just be a mom. Without, running a business, I was still having a hard time finding the time to get all the mom jobs done and everything I need to do to take care of the family. So I've had to reprioritize. I've had to outsource some of the other things. The kids have all had to pitch in more than they probably would like. But for sure, it's just time management.
In 2016, Utah was ranked number 9 for growth in women-owned businesses, and Tara Brooke wants to help them succeed.
You want to treat your business like a business.
Exactly.
Yep.
Brooke owns Be More Creative Studios, a natural light studio in downtown Provo where business owners come for photo shoots, events, and workshops.
I do dream coaching where I bring people in and I'm like, okay, what's your dream? Like, tell me about it and let me use my experience, my network, all of the things that I had to go through. Like, let me tell you what to do with those things so you don't have to go through them.
Brooke started her business when she got pregnant and had to find a way to support her and her baby girl.
She knows that I'm working for her and that I'm bettering myself for her. And so, like, keeping the mindset that you will be a better mom, like, you will be a better mom, you will be a better partner if you have your own identity and you have something for you, because your children will look at you and say, oh, my mom did this and she was a good mom.
Being a single mom and a business owner presents some challenges, but Brooke says she found a way to make it work.
The mornings that I have her, I wake up, I mom, and then at 3 o'clock, I turn into the boss again. Normally, when I do have her in the mornings, like her schedule when she naps, I work. So I just I've compartmentalized my life enough to where it's like when I'm a mom, and when I'm the boss, I'm the boss. But I'm always the mom and I'm always the boss.
The low cost of real estate and the low tax rate attracts many businesses from around the United States to move to Utah, where they also find close access to outdoor activities. The world-class skiing combined with a high number of tech companies here has created the nickname the Silicon Slopes. But the high number of universities next to those slopes also creates an army of young local entrepreneurs.
Many of them have never started a business before, and so when they're going about executing on their idea, they run into problems that they just don't know how to solve them, and most of the times that ends up killing them is they just don't know how to execute.
That is where Allison Liu comes in.
What can we do to help the women entrepreneurs out there, to connect them? Because I think that there are a lot of women business owners, women entrepreneurs, but they're often siloed, perhaps because they're home-based. or just because they don't know where to go to meet other women with their similar goals and ambitions and interests.
Lou founded the Braid Workshops for women entrepreneurs, where women who have succeeded in business meet with women who want to succeed in business.
I think that women connect in ways that are different from men, but I think most of the events are structured for men. I feel like at our events, women don't have to adapt or accommodate a different way of socializing. They can just be themselves. There's a lot of entrepreneurial spirit in our community of women here, but I think, oftentimes these women don't label themselves as entrepreneurs. And I think that as they come to our workshops and hear the stories of successful entrepreneurs, they can see, oh, I've actually been doing this for the past 2-3 years. I am, creating and selling a product, and I'm making revenues.
That is how it all started for Shelly Hyde, who got into the bathing suit business after an embarrassing malfunction.
We were all at the beach, and with the first movement of trying to get the blanket out, she stood up and out the top and out the bottom. And so we decided, we literally sat down. Luckily we were all together and we could just laugh it off, but we sat down that day and we decided, this is the end. We're gonna start making bathing suits that actually work.
Her at-home business got a big boost when she appeared on ABC's Shark Tank.
Sharks, we practically grew up wearing swimsuits. We were raised in Florida, so we did anything from lobster diving to rope swinging, you name it, and we did it in our bathing suits. Shelly and I now have 4 kids each, and we haven't slowed down. But the suits of today can't keep up with us, because guess what? We're not kids anymore. So our need in a swimsuit has completely changed. So we've designed our bathing suits for fit, fashion, and function.
Now, Raising Wild produces 10 different styles of suits and sells them online.
This is the Shelly suit. It comes in 3 colors, and it's the most versatile suit yet that we've designed.
With the support of her husband, Hyde says she's found a way to be both a good mom and a good mompreneur.
So wonderful that he is teaching the kids that what I'm doing will translate into their life. So I'm in Walgreens in South Carolina, not with my family, and my big girl calls me and says, Mom, I have this business idea. And she starts telling me that she's gonna make friendship cards and she's gonna sell them, but you have to buy them and trade them. And of course I'm looking for dry shampoo because I had to shoot the next day. But I did have a moment of thinking oh, this is so nice that he hasn't made me feel bad. What we're doing here is teaching our girls that they can have dreams beyond the major dream that I've always had, which is being a mother.
All of the mompreneurs I spoke with admit it isn't easy and have advice for other women who want to follow in their high heels.
Make sure you really want to do it, because it is hard and it does require sacrifice. But if there's that little something in your heart, in your soul saying, I've got an idea, or I've got something that I know is gonna, be big, or a little spark of wanting to create, you can't ignore that. Mm-hmm. And so my next bit of advice is to find a good partner. I really don't think you have to go it alone, and you shouldn't go it alone, because it is a lot of work. So find a friend or a family member or somebody that is equally invested in what you're doing, for the business, but also for your sanity.
If you're struggling with can I be a mom and can I be an entrepreneur, the answer is only if you want to be. Sacrifices will be made in both the business world and in the mom world. And there's really not a good time to get started, or you're never in a good enough place. There's never enough money. There's never enough time. It's not, oh, when my kids are in school, I'll start this. If you have something pulling at you in your heart and you think that you can give back with that, then it's just moving forward and reevaluating and redirecting and prioritizing and just getting started.
You need to just know that it's like a rubber band. It's just always with the kids and with work and everything that there needs to be flexibility. But something I do want to say is that if you're going to start something on your own, you are your own boss.
If you think you can do it, you really can. It's all about visualizing yourself as being an entrepreneur. If you can see yourself there, you can really do it.